Nothing can be much scarier in the home buying process than waiting for that FHA appraisal report. Hi, this is Certified Master Inspector Don Hawley with Hawley Home Inspections. So you have your contract, you have your loan approved, we're just waiting on that FHA appraisal. What could possibly go wrong? Well, how much time have you got? Your house may go through as many as 3 inspections. First, if you're in a municipality that requires an occupancy inspection, that'll be one of the inspections that has to be done. It's usually the quickest, 10 to 15 minutes. Usually all the municipality's concerned about is, do you have GFI receptacles and do you have smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors? They'll take a quick look around and they're on their way. All they want is your $50 or $75. Next up is the home inspector. Generally, the person buying the house pays for the home inspection. The home inspector will probably spend 2 to 4 hours in the home checking all of the major components from the foundation to the roof. They will more than likely run the furnace in furnace season and the air conditioner if it's the air conditioning season. Check major appliances like the water heater, run a dishwasher if it has a dishwasher. They should probably operate the oven, microwave to make sure they're working. Don't expect them to run the washer and dryer if it has one. But that's one that you control. That's up to you what goes into that report and what happens to it. The most important report right now is that FHA appraisal report. The FHA appraisal report really isn't an inspection per se. They'll look for some of the same things that the occupancy inspector looked for and your home inspector. The difference is, even though you're the one that's paying for the FHA appraiser to do the appraisal, they are actually working for the lender. The lender wants to know, this house that you're buying at 320 North Elm Street, is it really a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, full basement, 2-car attached garage on a nice corner lot? Believe it or not, over the years, banks have bought empty farm ground and abandoned buildings. The appraiser's job is to make sure that the bank has enough equity in the property that if you default, they can get their money back. Commercial banks usually require 20% down payment. The nice thing about FHA is you only have to have 3.5% down. However, the government, having been through this many times before, understands that 3.5% isn't very much. So they're going to want to make sure that there's nothing on this property that has to be repaired according to their standards, because they figure if you only have 3.5% to put down on the loan, you probably don't have a lot of money stashed away to make repairs. First of all, let me show you what a FHA appraiser will probably look like. Then we'll move on to a house that we might want to inspect. This is the way the seller will probably see their house. This is the way the appraiser is going to see the house. And then, of course, this is the way mom and dad are going to see their baby girl's house. 4 completely different views of what's going on. The government has pretty strict expectations of cleanliness. If the appraiser pulls up and there's all kinds of trash in the front yard and there's junk cars sitting around and the house is a total cluttered mess, it's probably going to be written up and to be cleaned up. The government doesn't like rodents, roaches, insect infestations. Those kind of things will definitely get written up, and it's going to stop your loan approval. By landscaping, we mean that the bushes should not be up against the siding, the tree limbs shouldn't be hanging close over the roof, and as you can see in the picture for this basement here, all it took to correct this problem of water running in the basement was a little bit of grading outside and an area well. A lot of the landscaping problems are easy to fix. The appraiser will be checking the foundation on the outside for step cracks in concrete blocks and bricks, vertical and horizontal cracks in poured concrete. If it has a basement, they will definitely check in the basement. They'll also check for cracks in the garage floors and basement floors. Number 4 on our list is the roof. The appraiser will try to determine if the roof has at least 3 to 5 years worth of usable life left. They don't want you to have to put a new roof on 6 months after you move in. So this is very important that the roof be in good shape. Sometimes you can tell from the ground that the roof is not in good shape. Sometimes you just have to get up on the roof. So the appraiser hardly ever gets up on the roof. Most of what he's going to condemn a roof for is going to be visible to anybody from the ground. Number 5 on our list is siding. They'll be looking for cracked, missing bricks, holes in vinyl siding, and the big thing is on painted, any kind of painted siding. They'll be looking for peeling paint on any kind of siding, windows, doors, etc. Indicates to an appraiser whether it's correct or not that it may have lead-based paint. We're all aware of the problems with lead-based paint. So if a house has lead-based paint and you have a chance, it should be scraped and painted before the appraiser gets there, because that is a definite no-no and they will write that up for sure. Number 6 on the list is electrical. The appraiser will definitely be looking for GFI protection within 6 feet of kitchen sinks, bathroom sinks, bathtubs, showers, etc. They will also have an eye out for frayed wiring, any kind of electrical defect that's out in the open. They can call out, and it may or may not stop your loan process. So anything that you see when you walk through should be corrected. Number 7 on our list is heating and cooling. This is definitely geographically specific. They're going to not look so seriously at a furnace in Phoenix or an air conditioner in Minneapolis. This is all regional, but they will definitely check and make sure you have whichever one is generally required in your area. The bank doesn't want to have a house that can't be heated or cooled properly. Number 8 on our list is plumbing. Plumbing for the FHA is pretty simple. You need to have hot and cold running water. You need to have a toilet, a sink, and a shower or a tub, and they have to be in an enclosed bath space. Then in the kitchen, you have to have a kitchen sink, again with hot and cold running water, and both facilities have to have proper drainage. Now the inspector is not a plumber and he's not going to be too awful careful, but if he sees something like leaking pipes or rusted out pipes, those will go in the report, and again, that will stop the loan until they're repaired. To round out our list, number 9, when we go to the kitchen, in addition to running water and a sink, the kitchen has to have provisions for a stove and a refrigerator. The stove and refrigerator don't necessarily have to be there. Even the government is smart enough to realize that people like to bring their own, and you can't put them there before the house closes. And so they will allow the buyer to say that they have a stove and a refrigerator and take their word for it. However, if there is a provision for an installed microwave, dishwasher, or trash compactor, range top, or built-in oven, those have to be on premise. They can't leave empty holes for those. The empty hole for a refrigerator and a stove is okay. A standard stove is okay, but the others have to be there. Also, don't forget the GFI within 6 feet of the sinks. Please remember, all appraisals are regional, and each appraiser will be different. If you found this useful, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. Thank you.